outside leg, the one that's not entangling his calf, is going to hook inside like a butterfly hook, just like before, okay? And then once I have that butterfly hook, I'm ready to go. I'm not waiting for anything else. So right away, I'm going to start pulling forward on the collar, so I'm pulling his weight over top of me. And at the same time, my right foot here is going to start stepping on the ground and kind of scoop, like forward tripping my butt underneath his body. So I want to load his weight up completely over top of me. So not only am I pulling him to me, I'm also scooting underneath him. And at the same time that I scoot, I'm pushing the collar away until I can get myself to this position. All right, so once I get here, basically if you can see my foot right here is stepping right on his hip bone, toes out, and my knee here is pinching in super tight. All right, now from this position, right away, I want to make sure that I swing my hand under his foot and extend his leg all the way out like this. I want to hold the back of my own neck. All right? If I don't do that step quickly, he may be able to cross his ankles here and then put his knee back on the mat, and I'm going to have to take my foot off the hip because it might hurt my knee if I keep it. All right? So once I off balance him and I step on the knee, even if his leg is bent, initially, let's say it's bent real quick like this, I want to make sure I swim this way. Right under the heel, hold the back of my neck. So now there's no way he can cross his ankles again and put pressure on my leg. And then from this position, I'm just going to start pushing away a little bit. I'm pushing with my inside hook and also my outside foot on the hip to take his weight off of me, take his weight forward, okay? So I push his weight forward, get to my elbow, get to my knee, and then get on top, all right? And then from here, of course, there's a million different options, but essentially what's important is me going from the bottom position to the top position. Whether we end up in their guard or past their guard in one movement is really secondary, okay? Bless you. It's the allergies, man. So I go one, right, cross grip on the collar. You technically could go palm down. I usually prefer to go palm up. And then I'm holding the outside of the pant leg right by the knee, okay? So I'm not holding the cuff of the pants like this. I want to make sure I'm controlling right at the knee joint. That's really what I want to control, okay? And now from here, I scoot back, insert my hook, okay? So notice during that step, I keep my knee in the chest until I'm ready to go. Okay? And now I don't care if his weight falls forward. I want to start pulling him forward, scooting underneath, loading up his weight, and stepping right on the hip. Now, if he starts to fall at this point without me having to swim under his leg, let's say you start to fall, then of course I'll take the sweep and I'll get on top. Right? So there's no reason to swim under the leg. If he already loses his base, just get right on top as soon as you can. But if I get to this position and he's still kind of based on that knee, right, then I want to make sure I swim quickly, okay? Hold the back of your neck, use both legs plus my arm. Instead of pulling, I'm now pushing away with this arm here to take his weight off of me. And then right away, get to my elbow, get to my knee. And then from this position, if my arm is already under this leg, I want to make sure, again, I don't rush into a triangle, right? So I bring this arm under too. And maybe go for a side pass, okay? So one more time. Question?
No, I said that's a standard Ashikaramie, right?
Yes.
And it's a good entry for a leg lock right there.
100%. Yeah. In the gi, a lot of the leg locks from that particular position are illegal in most tournaments. Like it's a great heel hook setup, but in the gi, of course, you can't do heel hooks. You could do the foot lock, but you would also have to kind of like bring him back down to his butt, which might be a weird transition.
So you don't have to read?
What's that?
So why do you have to screw to the side?
When I finish a straight ankle lock, I want to be on my right side. You know, you can't do it on the left side. It's just a little wonky on the person's knee, and I think they don't allow it in the tournaments for some reason. But yeah, you kind of have to follow this side, which would be tough if he's balancing on that knee. It's possible though, for sure. Same position though. So we're here, right? And don't forget, basics of the half guard. I want to make sure my knee is up in the chest like this, not too low on his hip. Because this right here is really asking for him to weave his hand through, hold my bottom thigh here, and then start to sprawl your weight back and smash my knees together. Yes, it's no good. So I have to make sure, before I even start anything, this knee is nice and high, right in his sternum, chest area to keep the weight off, okay? And then from here, knee grip, I already have the collar grip. I do a quick scoot, insert a butterfly hook. And my knee is not closed, my knee is open. I want him to fall basically between the legs, almost like he's going into my guard. And now I'm pulling. As I load him up, it becomes a push. See how my knuckles turn over, and I begin to push his neck away. And then right away, swim under the leg, kick his weight off a little bit, and now try to stay on your knee a little bit. It's very common that the person will keep the base on that knee, even when I sit up. So I'll end up like this. But at a certain point, you start to lose balance, right? And then of course, once I get up to my feet, it's pretty much impossible for him to stay on his knee because the leg gets wrenched up so high. And again, if I'm already under this leg, don't go into a triangle. Very careful to bring this arm under the leg, double unders, or both arms back inside and try to go over, okay? I hope that was easy to see for everybody. Any questions? Good? All right, partner up, give it a shot. 1, 2, 3, go.